Guys, I want to talk about my experience in Africa and what I think other diasporans or African Americans or Caribbeans who are willing to come back to Africa, what they should know. First and foremost, you cannot settle in Africa if you have not visited Africa before, or if you have not heard about somebody who invested in Africa and succeeded. Three, if you don't have the desire to detach yourself from the Babylonian way of life and adapt African adventure. 4, you have to accept the cultural shock. 5, you need to associate yourself with an African diatric. 6, contact people on the ground to guide you. 7, self-denial in terms of homesick. Africa is not easy. It's not a place where you can come and say you want to invest and succeed easily. Remember, in Western world, what you enjoy there is somebody who invested that capital, trillion of dollars, a little federal system. He borrowed the government money to lay out infrastructure at a cost and establish a credit rating system. That credit rating system is the one that controls you, and it's the one that authorizes you to get everything you want. So that capital, your money you are getting in advance, belongs to somebody. Unlike in Africa. In Africa, we don't have those systems. If you get a job, you work, you save money, you invest. You save money, you buy the car. You save money, you build a house. You save money, you buy what you want. But in Western world, you don't need money to survive. You need credibility. What do I mean by credibility? Your financial and credit standards. Once you meet them, they give you everything, but it's a debt. Africa business are difficult. You are coming here to deal with the people who knows what it is to be in a harsh environment, business environment, political instabilities, poor infrastructure. So they are pushed to the limit. They know how to maneuver. You come here with a dollar, with your Western world mentality, thinking that you hit it big, you'll be in a big load shock. That's why many Americans, they're coming here, we are getting frustrated, they're going back to America. Because you don't know how to go about the business in Africa. Someone must hold your hand and teach you how to do business in Africa. It's not necessarily big corporation, because big corporation will use big data from the middle class. And you don't need that. You need the leverage, grassroots. Because that's where you want the money to come from. You want cash. You don't want credit cards. You don't want people to come to your business with credit card swiping and all that. You want cash. So the type of the business you want to do, they are cash oriented, and the cash oriented businesses, they are in Africa, but not in the middle class. Middle class is already trapped in debts. In the African ghettos, in the African rural areas, in the African sub-towns, in the Africa, townships, and we call them. Those are the areas where you go and invest your money and get it back cash hard. You cannot just come to Africa and say you want to start a real estate business. You need to know about how to buy a piece of land, how to clear that piece of land, how to get the right contractor to build a house for you with the intention of renting it out and getting money out of it. This is wisdom. It's not education. You need to know how things works. And if no one is teaching you how to do these things, then you're in trouble. You will not be able to make it. Somebody must come on board and teach you and tell you, brother, this is how we do things. It's not what you think. This is the way we do it. Obvious. And another thing I forgot to tell you about is the language barrier. Don't go to invest in a country where there is political instability. Don't go and invest or settle in a country where they don't speak English. Unless you know the dialects or you know their colonial master languages. If you don't know, don't waste your time going to such places. The first thing you need to do once you go to such an African country is appoint an attorney. In your country of origin, appoint an attorney. Where you're going, appoint an attorney. Let them cooperate and work you out. So in case of anything, you have a soft landing. Remember, in Africa we have fought of poverty, but rich in culture. Poverty means money is not there, but culture and peace is there. The money which is there in Africa is already incorporated in white monopolized systems. And this is something that has been there for 40, 60, 100 years. So when you're coming to Africa, you're coming even after Indians and after Chinese, because Chinese, they have already taken the business you want to come and do here. Buying and selling imports of all that, they have taken it over. But you can craft your own way of earning money or creating a channel that will give you that kind of money if you really want it. Don't forget, Africa, corruption is rampant. So make sure, no matter how long it will take you to register your business or use somebody to register your business, it's the way you want to register them. No matter how long it's going to take, you're going to get them right. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. For the right channel, use the right people. Let them eat the little money they're going to take from you. But eventually you'll get the documents. But before you encounter to engage in those businesses, find out the cheapest deal makers. Maybe somebody might tell you it will cost you 20,000 US dollars to open a business or to do what I want you to do, but there's someone else there who can charge you 5,000 US dollars or less, or even $1,000, and if you are patient enough, the government system will charge you nothing. It's up to you. Patience pays. But African businesses are not difficult, are not easy, my brothers, especially if you are not used to the African hard way of doing business. You have to harden yourself so hard and see nothing but perseverance, or want nothing but establishment of your entity, which it takes time. African business profits are so small but gradual, and with time you will accumulate what you want. Don't think that you come and invest 100 million US dollars and then within 6 months you have it back. No. There's a time the business will have to take away everything you have, even for a year. It's taking money. But there's a time the business will say, now is the time for me to give you money. I don't need any more money. I need to give you back. That is Africa for you. So think independently, think wise, don't be distracted. Have the ability to comfort your heart before you venture into African business, because you want to come for a solution to your problem. And the only way you can come for a solution to your problem is through engagement, talking to people on the ground, finding out the government information on websites, trying to see what is going on, how to go and do business in Africa is not easy. You need mentorship. You need companionship. You need understanding. You need perseverance. You need so many things put in together so that you can be able to move forward. In Africa, it's not easy to do business. It's not easy. You might start the business and then it fails. And you have lost all the money you have saved for the rest of your life. So you need to think what you want to do in Africa and for how long and who is going to support you and what is your, do market data survey and look at the political boiling point of probability losing your business in the political environment in Africa. Look at the roadmap to citizenship and residency, because you cannot do business in Africa if you don't have right documents. It's going to be very difficult. How will you do banking and all those things, and tax returns? How do you employ people and all those things? But the best businesses to do in Africa is in manufacturing, not trading, not agencies. If you know you are good and you have a capital sufficient enough to pour in African market, look at manufacturing sector. That is where you can import machineries from China and you open your factory and choose the type of the business you want to do and the products you want to manufacture, because the market for manufacturing in Africa is so big. From mechanizing, wholesaling, warehousing, distribution, the business is big. And you also don't forget about competition. Africa is saturated because 75% of African population is unemployed. They self-employ themselves. They're not formally employed. They're entrepreneur. They use their mind to survive. And the best place for you to experience this is to go to Eastern Africa, where people have built everything from the scratch on their own without depending on the government, without being formally employed. They hustle business way out and they earn a decent, lucrative future growth. These are some of the highlights I want to give to some of my brothers who are coming here and failing to succeed because they don't know where to start and how to go about it. Africa is all about cooperation. And if you want to invest in South Africa, I'm on the ground. I can give you clarity, information, what you need. South Africa is one of the most fastest growing economy with one of the highest consumer power in Africa. Don't go to any African country without checking the consumer power of the products you want to produce. Consumer power determines the rate at which your business will grow, and South Africa has that capacity. East Africa is also another place. The consumer power is there. You invest in East Africa, money is guaranteed to come back. There are businesses you can do in South Africa, but you cannot do them in East Africa. For instance, real estate in South Africa is monopolized, but land is very cheap, but you cannot get there into that business. In East Africa, is liberalized. You can get it, you can do it, you can operate it, you can run it. You can do it. These are the things I'm talking about, because we need to understand how to go about these things here without making mistakes. In South Africa is one of the easiest places where you can register business in a day and you have a tax number and you run the operations. Kenya, Rwanda, Uganda, Tanzania, Southern Sudan, all these economic blocks, you can manage to do business very easily. Those are the areas I want you to focus on and think about it. If you would hit that subscription button and give me support, I have a lot to discuss with you. Watch and subscribe, and I believe we're gonna go far. Be blessed.